Hello everyone. This week we completed the life stressors assessment activity and I received a total of 284 points. The life stressors that affected me were health, work, home, personal and social, and financial. Under health, I received major change in eating habits, 27 points, major change in sleeping habits, 26 points. Under work, change in responsibilities to fewer, which is 21 points. Home, change in family get-togethers, 25 points. Personal and social, vacation trips, 24 points. Change in arguments with spouse, 50 points. Financial, major decrease in finances is 60 points, and a major decision about immediate future, 51 points. And again, that totaled out to 284 points. After completing the life stressor assessment activity, I was in much agreement with the results. I believe I possess moderate stress, just as most parents raising young children would, or individuals attending school in their older years. I honestly thought I would have more stressors because internally there are times I feel like I'm breaking down, but I snap myself back into reality. Excuse my voice. Out of the life stressors found in my results, 3 stood out the most, and they are the change in arguments with my spouse, a major decrease in my finances, and a major decision about my immediate future. There are several dimensions of wellness impacted by stress, one main one being the emotional aspect. And the emotional aspect pertains to one's ability to control the stress inflicting everyday life and remain optimistic despite life's indifferences. This dimension can occur if an individual is stressed. It may be harder for that person to intake and process the new information. Process new information, as well as dishearten them concerning self-efficacy. Goodness gracious, that word, I'm sorry. The physical dimension can portray a positive role in stress. If an individual uses physical activity to their advantage, they can increase stamina and enhance their energy while decreasing the elements of stress. However, physical dimension can also evoke stress if individuals are physically injured or unable to perform their normal activities. In addition, the environmental dimension can arouse stress if persons are sensitive to sounds, crowds, temperature, or poverty. This dimension reminds me of individuals who suffer from PTSD and are susceptible to traits seen in the emotional wellness. Lastly, the spiritual dimension can help lessen stress through techniques such as meditation, tai chi, yoga, music, etc. The relaxation technique I used for this week's assignment was music. I noticed from a young age that music usually gets me through the motions, be it sad, angry, frustrated, happy. I can always find a song to relate to my mood. And though I may not be the best singer, I can tear the house down. The artists used for this experiment were Sade, Toni Braxton, and Babyface. And as I listened to these songs, I cleaned my house and dusted down pieces of furniture that I have avoided for the past few weeks, used the broom and mop as my personal microphone. When I finished these chores, I sat down with my cup of wine and I relaxed with my eyes closed until my father-in-law brought my children home from the park. Music could most definitely become an essential in my everyday relaxation. I do not get time to practice this technique daily, but if I did, I believe it will become beneficial in reducing my stress. The health risks and diseases associated with the stress per Ansbach, Hamrick, and Rosado are hypertension, coronary disease, ulcers, migraine, depression, mild paranoia, headaches, forgetfulness, stroke, allergies, overweight slash underweight, tobacco slash drug usage, etc. Two strategies that effectively deal with stress that I could incorporate into my weekly regimen are meditation and visualization. And I already use the visualization technique whenever I feel overwhelmed and I just want to escape back to my homeland where my family's from, the Grenada, West Indies. But I've never tried meditation because I cannot get myself to focus 100%, especially with young children around me. I've also learned from the text that remaining optimistic helps with coping and it is sufficiently more productive in depreciating stress as opposed to being pessimistic. By teaching yourself a lesson, remembering things could always be worse, and there are others who may suffer far more than you, there is no way that Optimism, an optimistic outlook could not exude positivity.